Good afternoon from Old Trafford, where Manchester United have beaten Aston Villa 1-0 in the Premier League this afternoon. Bruno Fernandes with the goal in the first half, only goal of the game. Another home win for United, another clean sheet at Old Trafford for United. Last conceded a goal here in the league on February the 8th against Leeds, so it's been a while now. Only conceded 8 goals at home in the league all season. Not lost here since Brighton on the opening day. It is a fabulous record, and you'd say the bedrock to that success this season, really. I think this win is pretty much secured that Champions League football now. United are fairly comfortable in top four. None of the chasers are really putting up much of a challenge to them, and with their final 4 games, even after the 2 tricky-ish away games this week, they really should have enough now to book that top 4 slot. They got 5 more points than they did last season, and still 6 games to go, so the chance to really make a statement in terms of that improvement. And today was a decent performance. Like I say, just a 1 goal just before half-time, and it came from an obvious route, if slightly unusual circumstances through it. But United were playing to exploit Villa's high line throughout the game, and especially first half, really. The incredible number of balls over the top in the first half to either use Rashford's pace or third-man runs from Fernandes, who was playing wide on the right, and Sabitzer, and it looked inevitable that would lead to a goal at some point, and so it proved. It was slightly unusual, and it came from a Emi Martinez goal kick, which went straight to Casemiro, who headed it back, and Rashford got through the offside trap. His shot wasn't great, but it was poor goalkeeping from Martinez, who was down slowly to it and could only palm it out into Fernandes' path. His shot deflected in off Moreno, and that proved to be the only goal of the game. There was a couple of chances for Fernandes, some chances, half chances on the break for United's second half, but it was more about being resolute defensively second half, and they got through it. I thought Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw were excellent. Lindelof especially, I thought he was man of the match, and a superb performance. And those two, you would say, are probably booking themselves in for a long run at centre-back with Varane and Martinez out. Martinez for the rest of the season. Varane, it's looking like it could be the same, possibly. Harry Maguire back fit today on the bench, came on late on, but the way Shaw and Lindelof are playing is really impressive, and you'd think there's a decent chance they would keep that partnership. Lindelof made some key blocks today, and in reality, De Gea didn't really have a lot to do. Villa huffed and puffed, but first time, I think, in 21 games under Unai Emery, they failed to score a goal, and they didn't really look like scoring a goal. It ends their run as well. They were 10 games unbeaten, 8 of those wins in the Premier League, so they came here on top form and really flying. But United got the result, and Ten Hag just had Ten Hag's press conference, and he said what a brilliant week it had been for the team. Obviously, off the back of that disastrous performance in Sevilla, really, they got through the FA Cup semi-final against Brighton, got a 2-2 draw against Tottenham on Thursday, which I guess on paper is a decent result. At half-time, you'd have said United should really win that, but they've made sure of the win today. Pretty much secured 4th place in the process, so a good day all round. It was another game with plenty of anti-Glazer protests, with that takeover edging closer. Lots of protests pre-match with demands for a full sale only. Obviously, it's uncertain the way that's going to go at the moment. Ten Hag was asked about those protests in his press conference. A lot of fans walked in after 18 minutes today, signifying the 18 years of Glazer rule here. Ten Hag just praised the fans, really, and their connection and the bond with the team, and how the fans are backing the team, and that's all you can ask. He did pick up a green and gold protest scarf as he was leaving the pitch. I'm not sure we should read too much into that. I'm not sure he understands the significance of those flags, those scarves, sorry. It was just chucked towards him, and he briefly picked it up as he was heading down the tunnel. It makes for a nice image for the protesters for sure, but I'm not sure it was Ten Hag sending a message as such. He did say in his press conference a lot about Fernandes, really, and said the critics who were criticising his captaincy just a few weeks ago, presumably he means after that Liverpool game, were crazy criticism, and just said how good he is. And I asked him about why he played on the right today, and he talked about his ability to press from the right-hand side, ability to track back. All those quotes are on the Manchester Evening News website now, but some really interesting stuff on that ability to play deeper, which we've seen him do against Everton and Brentford recently, the ability to play as a number 10, and today playing between the lines and picking those positions on the right between the lines and pressing really intelligently, and some good stuff from him there, and he did have a really good game and got the only goal of the game. So another home win for United. In the end, to a brilliant week, Ten Hag called it. I think it's been a very good week. I don't know if I'd go with brilliant. Maybe if they'd won at Tottenham, you'd say it was brilliant, but certainly very good. And that's all from me.